what is something that's you are holding on to and keeping you stuck? Because the power of letting go is something that is so important, but we also have to be able to redirect that subconscious pattern. So we may have a subconscious pattern in our eating, and when we are eating, we know in our conscious mind that we need to eat healthy, that these are the things that'll help us lose weight, that these are the things that'll make us feel good. Yet in our busy lives and in our rush, we will just grab the quickest thing or rush to the fast food joint. And even though we consciously know what we need to do, our subconscious mind just sometimes runs on autopilot. And that's why it is so hard to let go sometimes of certain things. And this even occurs in our brains. So when we get into like this fight or flight response, we will have a like, oh, this is bothering me, and we get into this like pattern of thinking these negative things and getting into this dark vibration, when what we need to be able to do is to replace that. So one of the reasons why we struggle with ridding ourselves of subconscious patterns is because we need to replace that subconscious pattern with a new subconscious pattern. The pattern can be a subtle shift, like the little voice of saying, pick something healthy first. And so when we begin to make small changes, our pattern that we naturally go to will begin to change. So if before you always got stressed and then you reached for alcohol or a cigarette, if you could then shift it into, okay, I'm going to walk out the door and go for a walk. That is a healthier choice and a healthier option. And so then when you consciously choose that, every time you get triggered, your automatic then is going to start to be using that one to let go and when you're triggered. And so I think that's something that we really need to work on, is learning to let go of those things. But we have to, in order to do that, we have to train our subconscious mind. We have to train our subconscious mind to form new patterns, and that's what's going to help us grow. And I have lots more advice on stuff like this in my course. It is going to be run September 14th to December 14th, and I have 14 weeks worth of lessons and learning and healing that I essentially went through myself, and I've taken 11 years worth of research and stuff and tools that I've used on myself to help heal my life. And I'm not completely healed yet. I won't lie, I don't think anyone is completely healed. We all have trauma in different ways, but you will have 14 new tools to help you when you are triggered. And I think that's something that's super, super important, because we need different tools all the time to help us when we're in a fight or flight response.